Right here on Smile Radio. Smile Radio, the home of undiscovered indie, rock, alternative, good times, and now the new music food truck.
Check out the Game Boys Thursday nights 9 p.m. for the Great Gamer Quiz, the usual gamer banter and some good times.
You can catch us online via the website www.smartradio.co, or alternatively download the free app on iTunes and Android devices.
It's late night lineup, so only listen if you're not easily offended.
Game Boys, a Smile Radio exclusive.
It's 1 o'clock. Tune in now for Ritchie J is live here on Smile Radio, bringing the best undiscovered music, alternative fun facts, and an action-packed lineup you don't want to miss. Now sit back, relax, take a workload off, and enjoy the Ritchie J Show on Smile Radio.
Yes, good day. Welcome to another Ritchie J Show here live on Smile Radio. I'm here till about 3 o'clock this afternoon, bringing you the best new music from all over the world. A little bit of chat and everything else in between. I've got Paul, the little man, at home with me still today. He's got a horrible cough at the moment. He sounds like a rattly old man after a few sips of whiskey and a big cheap cigar. Not that my kid smokes cheap cigars. I mean, he only smokes the finest, obviously, you know. But hey, anyway, welcome to the show. It's me, Ritchie J, here live on Smile Radio, bringing you the best new music from all around the world. There are so many ways that you can listen in to this show today. You can catch us on Facebook Live. We're on there, www.facebook.com/Smile Radio Yorkshire. You can also listen in live, www.smileradio.co. You can also download the app for free on iTunes and smart devices. So it's just that easy to do. So stay involved with the chat. We've got some great music coming up very shortly. In fact, we've got some great music coming up now. We've got a selection from Leeds as well, so we're playing some local music today as well. We're going to talk about that when that comes up. But kicking off the list today is Fanclub, and this first track is called Reflection. First song of the day down there, that was Fanclub and Reflection. Welcome to the Ritchie.
Tune in to the Nathan Down Show on Monday nights, 9 p.m. while 11 p.m. UK time.
3 o'clock every mashup. And then I'm back Friday with the Renegade Rock Hours with myself and Jonathan Edwards. That's a show not to miss. A bit of a great mix of independent and artists that you also know and love. And yeah, you can rock out to. It's all designed to get you to think, you know what, I'm off to the pub. There's a band on this weekend. I'm going to go see that. Now, I've got to make you aware as well, it is late night lineup. So yeah, you know, only tune in if you're not easily offended, because some of the lyrics might be a little bit heavy duty, but hey ho, that's how it goes. So yeah, get involved in the conversation. My Facebook Live has crashed, can you believe it?
Download our app on iTunes and Android, or you can visit www.smile.
But hey ho, yeah, catch up on the conversation there at Smile Radio 3. Also, don't forget, coming up tomorrow night is TC Talks on Smile Radio, our great chat show talking about the things that the subjects that matter. This week he's talking about, I believe, about he's done depression, he's done stress, he's done anxiety. I believe this week's is social media. He's talking about the impact and influence that social media has on people's lives. So yeah, it's going to be a show not to miss. 7:30 to 8:30 Thursday nights. Live on Facebook as well, so yeah, join in the conversation for that. Now I'm going to have some Crackdoid factoids coming up for you very, very shortly. Going to have a bit more new music right now. This is Hey Amber and Walking Alone. Welcome to the Ritchie J Show, live on Smile.
Today, tonight, walking alone in a bit of sky. Maybe up there across the sea. Oh, miss your love today. Thinking about it, you leave your days. Was complicated like this. Cause, so while you're complaining, I fall into the midnight sky. Think about that's no missing light. Every time I wonder why, won't you keep it all in fire? And today, tonight, walking alone in a bit of sky. Maybe I'm dark across the sea. Oh, miss your love today. Thinking about and thinking about it. Now that the summer began to rise. So while you're complaining, I fall into the midnight sky. Think about there's no missing light. Every time I wonder why, won't you give it all and look at myself in the mirror. It's going on there like a crack in the middle. Separate me into different sides. Oh no, I'm dreaming all night. Take me back to that big blue sky. Can't stand the rhythm of going on here, going on so far from you. So while you're complaining, I fall into the midnight sky. Think about that's no missing light. Every time I wonder why, won't you give it all and fire? So while you're complaining, I fall into the midnight sky. Think about that's no missing light. Every time I wonder why, won't you give it all and fire?
That was Hey Amber and Walking Alone. Welcome back to the show. We're going to have some Crackdoid factoids coming up very, very shortly on the Ritchie J Show here, Mondays to Wednesdays on Smile Radio. Now, don't forget, if you do miss a show, you can catch us again on demand. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, all the great clouds, all the great podcasting sites, basically. Stitcher, Deezer. check us out. You know, Smod Radio Podcasting Network. That's us. Give us a listen, and yeah, you can catch all my great shows on there. It's not great because of me, obviously. It's great because of the music that I play, and you know, that's what it's all about. Anyway, I've got a few songs now because I'm going to highlight the local area a little bit today, because you know, it's all about independent unsigned music is Smile Radio, and you know, it's nice to pay attention back home and what's going on at home at the moment. So I've got a list of bands here from today. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bands that are all based in the West Yorkshire area today, and I'm going to play give you a chance to check these local bands out to us. You know, their lifeblood is like getting out to you, and they are all available on Spotify as well, so give them a listen to on Spotify. And if you're ever in Leeds and you see any of these bands are actually performing at a pub or a bar, give them a listen. Anyway, first up on the list today is Amber by Ringo and the Wolf.
Sun coming up, all the bright lights of the city, don't really know anymore. A bit wide, half cut, I'm heading to the station to try and catch the 104. So long since I've been home, I scrape my knees, can up my keys, I'm waiting in line for you, oh Amber. Oh Amber.
That one there was the absolutely phenomenal Ringo and the Wolf from Leeds, and I've actually seen those guys performing live twice. I've been lucky enough to sit in the studio with them when I've done their first ever acoustic set, and I absolutely loved it. And then they came down to the Midland Hotel for Halloween, and they did a live performance there in the afternoon, which we recorded. We had it on Smile Radio for the Halloween Spooktacular, and again, blew everybody's socks off. Such a fantastic band. That's Ringo and the Wolf. Their first album, Mirror Man, is actually available on Spotify, so yeah, give them guys a listen. The next band up on the list today, before I go into the Crackdoy Factoids, because they will be coming up very, very shortly on the show, is New Terminal Boy, the other band that played for us at the Halloween Spooktacular. They also perform. I've seen New Terminal Boy like 3 or 4 times now. I absolutely love these guys. They play at the 360 Club in Leeds quite often. They're another Leeds-based band. They're anti-establishment, which is what it's all about these days. They're revolutionists in the music industry, and this one is called Sons of Delusion.
Turn up the light and it burns my eyes. I stand by my ground on the far
Sons of Delusion by, again, another Leeds band there, New Terminal Boy. Welcome back to the Ritchie J Show. Today we've got a list of music that we're playing from local bands in the West Yorkshire area. Independent music all the way, baby. And we're also talking about these 34 filthy jokes that are somehow in family movies and TV shows. Now, I'm going to try and skew around the crudest of the crude here, but, you know, it's just simple jokes from the look of it. I have sort of vetted it before I went into it, because I was like, oh, is this going to be one to all right to, I don't know. Anyway, at number 34, there's a flashing gag in Minions. When the Minions, disguised as a lady, spot a Frenchman staring at them, they show him their ... eyes. That's right, and there's a gif of it, and it's like lifting his top up, and there's a set of Minion eyes underneath the top. Right, at number 33, in Aladdin and the King of Thieves, the earth starts shaking during the wedding of Aladdin and Jasmine. Genie responds with, I thought the earth wasn't supposed to move until the honeymoon. Which, of course, the genie in that one was voiced by the late, great Robin Williams. He came back and voiced him for the third film. He didn't do it for Return of Jafar. At number 32, in Powerpuff Girls, in the episode Catmandu, a villainous kitty hypnotizes the citizens of Townsville with a mind control vice that leads the mayor to licking a pussycat. And yeah, there he is. He's licking a happy looking pussycat. And yeah, for the final one of this section, at number 31, in Young Justice, a truly amazing show. I've got to admit, I actually did used to watch this. I still do. I'm 35 and I watch Young Justice because I love my comic book franchise stuff, you know. And yeah, in Young Justice, when Artemis doesn't have her weapons with her, she has this to say: I feel naked, and not in a fun way. Right, we've got 30 more.
.co. Wheel me out of here.
Let's see how low can you go. It's the Ritchie J Show now. We're coming up to the first 20 minutes of the show just gone. Next up is another local band to us. This is Citrus Heights and All Mine.
Somebody listen, alright. I found the greatest tonight. Feeling the heat at my heels. Moving around you are unreal. What's your angle where we stay? Are you hearing what I say? Take me over at your pace. Girl, you know I like what you say. You keep telling me, girl, oh, oh, oh. You keep telling me, girl, but I don't know what you're telling me now. I don't know, 'cause you're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, you leave me feeling just right. You're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, you leave me, girl, just right. Na 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 na. Oh, I've been all over tonight. Oh, you know I don't like it when you're so tight. Ooh, it's not me, I'm just fine. Yeah, I've got the world in my eyes. Oh, you keep telling me, girl. Oh, oh, oh. You keep telling me, girl. But I don't know what you're telling me now. I don't know. 'Cause you're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, you leave me feeling just right, just right. You're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, you leave me, girl, just right. And now you keep on telling me, 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 keep on telling me. You keep telling me, girl, you're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, you leave me feeling just right, just right. You're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, you leave me, girl. Oh, you're telling me that you're all mine, just right, just right. You're telling me that you're all mine, yeah, girl.
Citrus Heights and All Mine. Welcome back to the Ritchie J Show here at Smile Radio. We're going to have a word from one of our sponsors because it's come to that time of the day for one of those. So yeah, anyway, don't forget, stay in touch with Smile Radio. Get in touch with us on Facebook at Smile Radio Yorkshire. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter even, at Smile Radio 3, live on Periscope right now. A big shout out to everybody that's dropping in and listening and getting a few hearts dropping on there. So hey, good day to all you fine and fanciful people. Keep it coming. Here's a word from one of our sponsors.
College Grove Nursery in Wakefield has been providing the highest standard of childcare for over 22 years. Situated on Eastmoor Road, we are close to the M1 and M62 motorway network and also convenient for Wakefield city centre, schools and major places of employment. For more details, check out our website at www.collegegrovenursery.co.uk or give us a call on 01924 200 120 to arrange a visit. College Grove, a special nursery which takes a hand, opens a mind and touches a heart.
And now for some Edgar Duke, I Wanna Be With You. Keeping up the music. Coming back to the Crackdoid Factoids after these ones.
I wanna be with you. I wanna be right beside you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be right beside you. It's long. The wait is long. And the search goes on. When you hear this song, I might be dead and gone, but these words, they'll never be wrong. I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you, I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you, I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you, I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you. It's dark, all my days are dark without you. You're the part of me I never could lose. And you see these stars, you know they shine for me and you. Every piece of me I give to you, I owe you. I wanna be right, I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you, I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you, I wanna be with you, I wanna be right beside you, I wanna be with you, every single day, I wanna be with you, every single way, I wanna be with you.
Family with expectations, everyone here is getting relations, but I'm still here alone, just trying to find my way back home. There's just one thing messing up my head, I can't forget these sticks of bread, I just can't help it, I just can't help it. As a wise man once said, the corner of my bed is like arms without a beat. Hold me closer in the evening, don't know to say, don't know what's right, am I even fighting the right fight? Is it day or is it night? Looking through the daylight, am I a monster or am I a child? Am I a monster or am I just a child? Save yourselves, 'cause I lost my mind. Am I a monster? Am I a monster? So possibly someday I could have preached and run away, but this darkness slows me down, so turn that frown upside down. Well, thanks, Jack, your cliches keep me calm. One day when you were older, growing colder, but I want it better now. 3 years and I still can't, well look at that, there's no turning back. So tell me what you think, I'm gonna in the end, just looking for someone who can call my friend, like a town in that I could trust, won't leave me in the corner, won't leave me in the rest. And I know it's pathetic and I know it's so mature, but I want it like we had it before. Nobody thought and nobody cared about the way they just told to make about the hair. And I know it's pathetic cause I'm only 14, but take a look at the things I think, I say it out loud, so I put it in, it's the only thing that's right. In about the wrongs I exaggerate and I make things up, act so hard, act so tough, try for me out, make it hard to tell, just need a corner and wish you well. Am I a monster or am I a child? Am I a monster or am I just a child? Save yourselves, 'cause I lost my mind. Am I a monster? Am I a monster?
right going on right there, didn't we? Slipping into my farmer tongue a little bit. Anyway, the first one up on the list was Edgar Duke, I Want to Be With You. And after that was the Neon Dolls, Creep Inside, followed by the Elephant Trees and Monster. And then we finished it off with the Brazen and Go. I do apologise for like the quadruple player not coming back in between because, yeah, I've got a poor little lad at the moment and I'm having to also tend to his needs as well. And apparently, you know, 3-year-olds, they're the worst people to get ill. I thought I was bad when I was ill, but wow. It's like a hostage from demand list, isn't it? I want pizza from Domino's. I want a helicopter. I want a jet, a tumble dryer, and an Xbox One, and all of this stuff. And that's all I keep getting. Anyway, well, J Show here on Small Radio, coming up to the last 15 minutes of the first hour, and we're talking about the craziest adult jokes dropped into kids and family films and television. Number 30 in Cars 2, The Villains, Lemons, have a celebration, you know, a lemon party. Isn't this a great party, Ivan? The Pixar movie snuck in a reference to the NSFW, that's not safe for work, for those of you that don't really know the abbreviation, website that features a couple of elderly men doing the business with each other. One of your jerk friends probably once sent you the link. I am glad I don't have a friend that has done that to me yet, ever. I will not be ever following any links from that now because I didn't actually know that, and now I do, and yeah. And number 29, in Transformers, Decepticons got drunk on Energon, complete with them talking about the good old days and falling over after drinking a bit too much of it. Wow, there's actually like gifs on this one today, and you can see them all getting tanked up on these Energon cubes. Classic Transformers, man. That's stuff I used to watch when I was... Anyway, at number 28, in Sailor Moon, during an argument over who gets the leading role in the play, Jupiter asserts that she has the most talent while also pushing her talents forward. And the next one on the list is The Music Man. The wholesome slice of nostalgia contains the comedic song The Sadler But Wiser Girl, which basically is about being interested in women who are not... virgins, with lyrics like I cheer, I rave for the virtue, I'm too late to save, I hope and I pray for a Hester to win one more A. Wow. On that note, you know, we'll have a few more of those coming up very, very shortly. We'll have a bit more music now. This is the last of the Leeds bands I've got for today. This is the Red Light Revival and Standing in the Shadows.
Well, it was early in the morning, it was just before dawn. The street light was shining, red light on. But if you don't wanna be here, well, you better get gone and pack up your pieces and move on. There's a million different people, the same old lies. They can't escape the feeling, they're just passing time. But if they don't wanna be here, better get gone and pack up their pieces and move on. Well, they're standing in the shadows of their own lives, standing in the shadows of time. They're gonna get away from this bad dream and wake in the morning light. hard to get away. Short-term living is just short-term gain. But I don't wanna be here, so I'm gonna get gone and pack up my pieces and move on. I'm standing in the saddles of my own life, standing in the saddles of time. I'm gonna get away from this bad dream and wake in the morning light. Standing in the saddles of my own life, standing in the saddles of time. I'm gonna get away from this bad dream and wake in the morning light.
There was the Red Light Revival, Standing in the Shadows. Welcome back to the Ritchie J Show. It's New Music Wednesday here, which is my last show of the week, midday. But I am back on the evenings tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight and Friday night. Third time's a charm, right? As there's no Game Boys this week, unfortunately, Black Friday sales has overtaken the Game Boys, and they've got to go on the. Go work the real jobs in the real world. Anyway, we're reading the 34 most insane adult jokes dropped into kids TV and film. At number 25, in Beauty and the Beast, the Bimbettes will do anything to draw Gaston's attention away from Belle and towards themselves, including blatantly pressing their breasts against the water pump. Damn. There's a GIF and it shows you what actually the thing behind the meaning. Sorry, I'm dabbling. At number 24, this is from Coco, and the quotes go, and her knuckles they drag on the floor, and those aren't the words. There are children present. Yes, that's a boobs joke in a Pixar movie. At number 23, in Toy Story, Woody calls Buzz a laser, a little blinking bulb. Mr. Potato Head then explains that Woody just has laser envy. We all know what that one relates to. 22 more of those coming up very shortly. Don't forget, if you want to get in touch with me, hit me up on Periscope. I'm live on there at the moment at Smile Radio 3. Also on Twitter and Instagram at Smile Radio 3. Hit me up on Facebook at Smile Radio Yorkshire. And if you miss a show, you can catch us again on demand on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. All great podcasting sites. So look up the Smile Radio Podcasting Network. Anyway, here's a little bit of Before Blue. I absolutely love these guys. And they run the Indie Panda playlist on Spotify, so give that a listen, because every week they update it with some great independent music, and most of the time I do actually steal from that playlist. I'm not ashamed to admit it, because it is great music, and I'm hopefully building the network with those guys, and some great music. Anyway, this is Don't Wake Me From My Dreams, and this is from Before Blue.
At school, they said don't try to be cool, 'cause you've gotta stick to the rules. But then when I went back home, they said that you've only shown that you can figure it out on your own. Or so they said to me, oh, if you don't play, don't go your own way. It's fun to sad, so just be okay, being like everyone else. They thought that they could tell me what to do. They thought I wouldn't tell them I've listened to you. And they thought that they could choose a future for me, but it's never who wanted to be. So I told them that I couldn't agree. Selfish just reasons every second see. There's no point if you're not making money. But I told them being happy is key, and they're all miserable. Already set the bar, never got very far, but they're never gonna change who you are. Keep your head in the skies. They said that your dreams would die, but it turned out they telling you lies. Now I'm telling you I've got a passion, I'm really proud of it. Child a dream, but to never grew out of it. And they thought that they could choose a future for me, but it's never who I wanted to be. So I told them that I couldn't agree. Selfish is no use in trying to sell you can see. There's no point if you're not making money. But it's all them being happy is key, and they're all miserable. Don't make me, don't break me, don't wake me from my dreams. Don't make me, don't break me, don't wake me from my dreams. Don't make me, don't break me, don't wake me from my dreams. Don't make me, don't break me, don't wake me from my dreams. I'm not growing up, don't make growing up, don't let growing up, don't let growing up, I'm not growing up.
That was Before Blue and Don't Wake Me From These Dreams. Welcome back to the show. It's the final 7 minutes of the last hour, of the first hour. That wasn't wishful thinking there, because I actually do enjoy doing my show. It's just, I'm a bit frazzled today because, ill children, lack of sleep. I've not been feeling too great either. My jaw's finally just stopped swelling up now, and it's gone back down, and I feel a little bit more human in the face. But it's having that persistent pain for a few days, and you just kind of feel like you're all drawn out when you're a little bit better. You probably know what I mean. It's one of those ones, but hey, such is life, I guess, and this is part of the reason why I hate winter. And when I actually become rich and super famous, I will be buying my own tropical island where it's sunny 24/7, and I'll be living on that, because then at least the only thing that can get me is a tropical illness, and at least I've got the warm to keep me warm without having to pay 150 quid a month to keep the gas on now. Because honestly, now winter's creeping in, the gas rates are going to obviously slip up, and again, it's prices like that it really does it shows over the year. I mean, on average, I'm having a little bit of a rant here right now, I guess, but on average, our gas and electric, I think, in the summer is something about £50 a month, because we don't spend that much on electricity, considering of all the electronical devices that we've got in the house. Our electronic bill is surprisingly really low, and the gas throughout the summer, because we only have a gas cooker, stays really low. So we're on about £30 to £50. Then winter is coming, and the gas has to go on because the heating needs to be on all the time, especially on days like today when it's super cold and horrible and wet and miserable out there with the prospect of snow on the horizon. Yay. Before you know it, we're paying £120, £150 a month to keep the house just warm, just to make sure everybody's warm and comfortable and that. And then you've got to live and eat on top of that as well. And it's, bills just mount up these days, and it's crazy. But that is an entirely different rant and conversation for a more politically inclined show, I do believe, which is what Smile Radio is not about. So we'll put a stamp on that. And we'll rewind it back a little bit, because we're all about the music. And if you do have new music that you would like to get over to us, feel free to hit me up. I'm Ritchie Stonian Johnston on Facebook, or you can email me, Ritchie, Ritchie Johnston of the Clan Johnston, Johnston, at smileradio.co. Have you heard they're actually remaking Highlander at the moment? I don't know how I'd feel about that. You know, there's a remake of Highlander, and then not only that, Scarface is in the works. This has been talked about for a while with Diego Luna in the role of Scarface. And when I saw him in Rogue One, I'm like, he's a soft lad, man. He's a good character, but he plays like the Rogue quite well, and I liked him in Rogue One. And I didn't think he'd make Scarface, but then I watched Narcos Mexico. I binge watched the hell out of that this weekend. I finished off the last half hour of it last night, and I all thought it was going to kind of wrap up nicely because they sort of did that with Pablo's story. They went right through his story really quickly in season 1, and then it was the last few months of his life in season 2. Spoiler alert, sorry. But with this, they kind of like, they're pacing it a little bit, and it's kind of like the birth of the DEA, and it's horrible. It's really horrible, but it's such an amazing show to watch, and I'm fixated by it. And my Spanish is getting better. I know how to insult people in many Spanish words now. So, you know, that's always a winner, right? If you can insult somebody in a different language, then you have truly learned something in life, right? But yeah, after seeing Diego Luna in Narcos, absolutely, Scarface, rock on. And yeah, they had a couple of Scarface, there's a couple of Scarface like Easter eggs in the show, I guess. They're watching Scarface a couple of times. And it's really weird how it sort of parallels what the cartel is doing when Brian De Palma made that film back in the 80s. Because Narcos is based on true events. I mean, obviously they'll take liberties with it because they always do with these kind of things, but you know, it's still the essence of a fable is still an element of truth, right? And yeah, it's horrible, it's pretty brutal. Anyway, over to some more music now. Next up on the list today is Roots by Isabella in the Forest. Check this one out.
I'm trying to hold on to the dry ground, but it crumbles in my hands. Deadened weather pulls the clouds, whispers raindrops to drown. My roots will be my godsend. My roots will save me in the end. Pull me out like I'm on my roots. I won't let go. Hang me in the arms and the nose. I won't let go. Pull me out the ground by my roots. I won't let go. I'll find water in the desert. Eat the rocks with cut teeth. Settle to walk the sun wane. Rise and begin again. My roots will be my godsend. My roots will save me in the end. Pull me out like I'm on my roots. I won't let go. Hang me in the arms and the nose. I won't let go. Pull me out like I'm on my roots. I won't let go. Hang me in the arms and the nose. I won't let go. Oh, in time I know you'll see the pieces that you lost of me. I would never wish away. The past has made me strong today. Pull me out the ground by
by Isabella in the Forest. Oh, it's a nice chill track there. You know, I just I zoned out while that one was on. I was just in the world on my own while I was listening to it, because it's just, you know, just the acoustics are going through me and I was just swinging away. My little boy is just over there, because I've got my headphones on while I'm doing this, because he's watching like Pac-Man and his Ghosty Adventure. He's like, "What are you doing, Daddy? Can I listen?" He's like, "No, back off, kid. This is my time. This is my time right now. Go be somewhere else." You know, I'm only kidding. He's sat comfortably on the sofa playing with his tablet watching. Is it Pac-Man you watching, Jake? Oh, he's watching Super Mario, the other bane of my existence right now. Super Mario videos and, Roblox videos. See, I got Minecraft on the Xbox One for him. It ended up me sort of playing it more than him. I mean, it is quite a technological game, I'll give you that, and I got involved in it, and he just doesn't like it. But yet, he will watch somebody else sit there and play Minecraft on YouTube. However, when it comes to me playing on the Xbox, it just doesn't happen. He just hates it. He's like, "No, Daddy, it's not your turn. It's my turn on the Xbox." No, and he assaults me. I'm assaulted by my own son over the Xbox and stuff, and insulted as well, because usually it's like "I don't like you." So that's why we limit his Xbox time to an hour a day. So yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the Ritchie J Show with me, Ritchie J, here till 3. Got about an hour left, or just under an hour left, I guess. But if you do miss me, or if you've enjoyed the show, you can catch many others of my shows on Spotify, SoundCloud, InstaCloud. No, not InstaCloud. That's not a thing, is it? You know the score. You can catch me on all the great podcasting sites out there. Home of the independent, alternative, indie, rock, pop, light entertainment, and Ritchie J Show. This is Smile Radio, and here is a word from one of our sponsors.
Come on down to the Midland Hotel, Market Street in Normanton, Wakefield. It's worth checking out. There's a pool table, sports on the TV, friendly environment, great music, great atmosphere. And great prices. What more could you ask for? So come on down to the Midland Hotel in Normanton.
Yes, check out the Midland Hotel. If you're in the area tonight, get yourself down there, because they've actually got a live performance from Josh K. Simpson, singer-songwriter in the area. He's absolutely a fantastic talent, is Josh. Life and Culture with our very own DJ Nathan Downs. You'll be able to catch that performance. I believe it's hopefully going to be tomorrow, as long as Nathan sends me the recording. And yeah, you'll be able to catch the great performance from Josh on there. Now, I'm going to go back to them factoids of the day, because we've got quite a few of those to go still, and so little time to do them. The 34 filthy jokes hidden in kids' films and TV. Where did we get to? We got to the early 20s. I do apologise, because I had to refresh my internet browser, because sometimes it doesn't work. And yeah, here we go. And number 22, Shrek. When introducing Snow White as the second unmarried princess in the Bachelorette sequence, the Magic Mirror comments that despite living with 7 other men, she isn't easy. Love it. At number 21, in A Tale of Two Middle Finger Jokes. Here's a tale of 2 middle finger jokes in cartoons. A Tale of Two Kitties did this one first in 1942. Give me the bird. If Hayes' office would only let me, I'd give them the Boyd, all right. And then in 1993, Animaniacs did something similar but more concise. Give me the bird. We'd really love to, but Fox censors won't allow it. There you go. We've got loads more of those to go throughout the day. So. Or throughout the next hour. So yeah, don't you be going anywhere. Don't forget, coming up at 3 o'clock is the All Requests Hour here at Smile Radio. But before that, you got more of me, and next up on the list is Opiciones by Jorge or George Blanco, right here on Smile Radio. I do apologise if I've got the name wrong there.
Te ves interesante. Más allá de tu figura, dime si tienes planes de empezar una aventura. Ahí vas tan segura mostrando tu piel. Robarte miradas te sale muy bien, se pone interesante. Ay, quítame la duda, déjame verte. Una vez y después vemos es suficiente. Lo que se siente, oh, tengo opciones. Baby, no te voy a mentir, tengo opciones. Pero yo te quiero a ti, oh baby, tú y yo. Nadie más, aún no digas que no. Si cuando estoy contigo yo tengo opciones. Tengo opciones. Yeah. Porque mejor no aprovechamos de una vez, dale que nos vamos. Si va muy rápido mis manos, fréname y el ritmo yo le bajo suave. Pero no dejes que el motor se apague, que tú tienes el control del viaje. Déjame ser un caballero y te agarro todo el equipaje. Tengo opciones, oh no, baby, no te voy a mentir. Tengo opciones, pero yo te quiero a ti, oh baby, tú y yo. Nadie más, aún no digas que no. Si cuando estoy contigo yo tengo opciones. Tengo opciones. Déjame verte. Una vez y después vemos es suficiente. Lo que se siente, yeah, yeah. Tengo opciones. Baby, no te voy a mentir. Tengo opciones. Pero yo te quiero a ti, oh baby, tú y yo. Nadie más, aún no digas que no. Si cuando estoy contigo yo tengo opciones.
Opciones. I do apologise. I can't say that right. You know, my tongue is just that lazy. I can't do it. I mean, it's not just my tongue. It's just me. I am that lazy that I can't, you know, pronounce great words. Because that is. I mean, I really like that song. You know, I'm just proper bobbing along to it. You know, and yeah, it was something different, something new. Not usually into the pop, but, you know, I'll give that one a chance again. I'll give it another listen. That's Jorge Blanco on, you can catch him on Spotify. Welcome back to the Ritchie J Show here on Smile Radio. We're reading out the 34 adult jokes that made it into kids' TV and films. Remember that time Sid tried to milk a ram in Ice Age 3, Dawn of the Dinosaurs? It's a pretty old joke, that. That one goes, I've seen that one in, like, Kingpin as well. I milked a cow. We don't have a cow, but we have a bull. He's there chugging on this bucket of milk. At number 19, an episode of The Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy walks past his parents and says, I'm going to take these paper towels up to my room alone, so don't bother me. Oh man. And then at number 18, not satisfied with just one dirty joke, Bratman the Brave and the Bold throws an entire musical barrage of them in the song Birds of Prey, which, on a side note, here's a little bonus trivia for you. Birds of Prey is actually a film apparently in development at DC Universe at the moment, or the DC Cinematic Universe, or whatever they're calling it these days. Birds of Prey is a film that's being made with Margaux Robbie back as Harley Quinn, so be excited for that. Back to the topical. It got away with lyrics like Aquaman's a little courageous, his little fish less outrageous, and Plastic Man can expand, becomes putty in our hands. Brilliant. And then at number 17, Miss Yvonne enjoys a horsey back ride during her visit to Pee-wee's Playhouse, and she really enjoys it. And in the end of it, she's like, oh, thank you, big fella. Right, we're going to cut away on that note and go to some more unsigned music. If you want to get in touch, though, hit me up. Facebook, at Smile Radio Yorkshire. Twitter and Instagram, at Smile Radio 3. Let us know where you're smiling in from all over the world and that, And don't forget, if you miss a show, catch us again on demand. And, if you've got a show that you'd like to get on Smile Radio, no matter where in the world you are, as long as you can record your own show, send it over to us. And, we'll get it broadcast. Next up is Bailout by Rocky Wood.
Changing the winds well, and find these words you never said to me. Twin leaps in season before you sail. You're sailing toward
I saw the signs on the wall. We're moving all night long. Sound coming strong. My mind is gonna stall. Now my mind is gonna stall. These must be the things that come from my body. I'm in the mood for talking to somebody. Won't you say you're looking kinda strange? Won't you say you're looking kinda strange? I introduced myself to you, baby. I immediately forgot your name is Betty. My name is Tatum, I came here with a Chevy. What you say, you came here with a Mini. Bluetooth static in the room is interfering with my tune. Bluetooth static in the room is interfering with my tune. All the girls came here from the city, waving the bags from the windows of the Minis, singing the song Dilemma by Nelly. Won't you say you're looking kinda pretty? All the boys came here with the Chevy, showing off their tats on their bellies, taking off their shirts like R. Kelly. Won't you say you're looking kinda chilly? Bluetooth static in the room is interfering with my tune. Bluetooth static in the room is interfering with my tune.
That one there was Tatum Rush and Mini Girls. Before that was Rocky Wood and Bail Out. There you go. Welcome to the Ritchie J Show. Welcome back to the Ritchie J Show. Coming up to the last 40 minutes of the show. We're reading out the 34 adult jokes dropped into kids television and films. At number 16, Osmosis Jones. I loved this film back when it came out. I believe it was the early 2000s when it came out. Chris Rock as the voice of Osmosis Jones inside the body of Bill Murray. Yeah, it was a Ferrelli Brothers movie, and it was like a kids film, kind of, apart from this one joke. Because Osmosis Jones takes place inside a human body, but kids might have trouble getting this joke. There's a scene with a monument that reads, "Our founder," with a statue of a sperm cell on top. At number 15, The Who's in The Grinch are swingers. The annual Whoville party is actually a key party, a popular game played by wife swappers. I am really towing the line this afternoon with the show, I'm guessing. And at number 14, in Coraline, this poster is on the Spink and Forcible's walls. Yes, that's a burlesque version of a Shakespeare play, and it was King Lear, with King Lear looking at two burlesque girls. There we go. We're going to have 13 more of those to come before the show finishes up today. We're going to have loads more new undiscovered music, and the next one on the list is Regina, Demina and Pyromane.
Je veux voir tout brûler, pyromane. Il n'y a que ça pour m'apaiser, tout en cendres. Je veux voir tout calciner, qu'il ne reste que les fleurs, qu'il ne reste que les charniers. Sale capot, il n'y a plus rien à casser.
cassé. Beau salaud, ni mes reins ni mes pieds, plein le dos. J'ai le cœur déjà brisé, brûlant dans le brasero. Il est devenu un ghetto. Pyromane, tu pourras la mort, tu pourras vérifier. Pyromane, c'est la seule chose fausse que j'ai laissée dans la fosse, avec les fleurs et les charniers. Sale capot, il n'y a plus rien à casser. Beau salaud, ni mes reins ni mes pieds, plein le dos. J'ai le cœur déjà brisé, brûlant dans le brasero. Il est devenu un ghetto.
Welcome back to the show. That was Regina, Demina, and Pyromane. This is the Ritchie J Show, here for the next 35 minutes on Smile Radio. If you do miss me, you can catch me again on demand on podcast. All great podcasting sites without me reeling off the massive list. If you've got anything you want to bring to anybody's attention, obviously get in touch with us at Smile Radio, because, you know, we're all about community as well, and we're all about the global community, because we're international. You can hear us all over the world, and we've got an international show from the US, the New Music Food Truck, rolling in on Saturdays. As well as that, you've got Rich and Chris on a Fridays. We've got The Godfather on Fridays. Nathan Downs doing a musical special this week with Josh Simpson of Lifeless Culture. Such a great... I'm looking forward to listening to that. I really am, because they're going down tonight. They're going to do the recording. They're having a little bit of an interview upstairs, and then he's going to do a bit of a live performance in the lounge. And yeah, it's debuting his new album, his new released album. So yeah, check that out. It'll be a Smile Radio special, hopefully tomorrow night, but I'll have more info about that as it comes. So keep an eye on our Facebook page at Smile Radio Yorkshire. Anyway, we're reading the 34 adult jokes slipped into children's television games and film franchises now. We're going into the Ratchet & Clank franchise. In 2003, Ratchet & Clank, Going Commando. In 2004, Ratchet & Clank, Up Your Arsenal. In 2007, Ratchet & Clank, Size Matters. 2008, Ratchet & Clank, Future, Quest for Booty. Ratchet & Clank Future A Crack in Time in 2009, and then in 2011 Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault. It's a bit of a long running joke with the Ratchet & Clank series. At number 12, there's an STD reference in a series of unfortunate events. When asked where he studied herpetology, Count Olaf replies, "I don't know anything about mouth sores." The herpetology is the study of amphibians and reptiles. The final 11 will be coming up very, very shortly. I'm going to drag it out today because, you know, I can do, because it's the Ritchie J Show. But hey, yeah, get in touch with me on Facebook at Smile Radio Yorkshire. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where you're smiling from, and get yourself a shout out. I'll give a big shout out to the Beat family. They messaged us in. They wanted to shout out the Beat, I believe it is. He messaged us in a couple of times asking for a shout out. So yeah, hey to the Beat family. Glad you're listening in to the shows. And yeah, keep on smiling. Next up on the list is the Como Brothers. This one is called First Time.
I'm looking looking at you for the first time. Everything is frozen like a moonlit night. I'm looking at you for the first time. No, I'll always love you as I hold you tight. When you fall, if you break, I'll be there and I'll pick you up. Take my hand and I'll wait with you forever. Feeling you breathing, my heart beating faster. Time stood still and you're all that matters. And I never wanna leave. I'll always love you like the first time. I'll always love you like the first time. I'm looking at you for the first time. Everything is greener like a spring lit night. I'm looking at you for the first time. I didn't know a love could ever burn so bright. When you fall, if you break, I'll be there and I'll pick you up. Take my hand and I'll wait with you forever. Feeling you breathing, my heart beating faster. Time stood still and you're all that matters. And I never wanna leave. I'll always love you like the first time. I'll always love you like the first time. I'll always love you like the first time. I held you in my heart, you held a piece of me. I've loved you from the start, no, I'll never leave. When you call in your arms, I promise to be. Feeling you breathing, my heart beating faster. Time stood still and you're all that matters. And I never wanna leave. I'll always love you like the first time. Eyes filled with water, heart filled with laughter. My world's changed forever after. And I hope that you can see. I'll always love you like the first time. 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 Like the first time.
Check out the Game Boys Thursday nights 9 PM for the great gamer quiz, the usual gamer banter and some good times.
You can catch us online via the website www.smartradio.co, or alternatively, download the free app on iTunes and Android devices.
It's late night lineup, so only listen if you're not easily offended.
Game Boys, a Smile Radio exclusive.
That's right. Don't forget to check out the Game Boys of Smile Radio. You can catch them on demand on the podcast. This week they're not here, unfortunately, because Black Friday half arrived. You know, comes the chaos of shopping and everything else like that before the final run to the Death Star that is Christmas. Anyway, welcome back to the Ritchie J Show, live on Smile Radio. We're reading out the obscene jokes made into kids' TV and film shows. At number 11, during a song about history and Pinky and the Brain. Who remembers Pinky and the Brain? Awesome show. Pinky mentions a certain former governor of Arkansas, clearly meaning Bill Clinton, who is not wearing pants. I wonder why. Number 10, new word for you. New number even. In the amazing world of Gumball, takes fruit porn to a whole different level when Gumball catches Banana Joe watching a very suggestive video with the tissue box sitting on his desk. Wow. There's a jerk-off joke in Rugrats. In the episode Give and Take, Phil is worried that Chucky is paying too much attention to his new toy, Mr. Boppo. So he says, a kid his age should be playing with his friends, not alone in his room bopping his Boppo. Yeah, Rugrats, another classic. There was loads of jokes in Rugrats, man. I remember so many of them. And yeah, I might have to find out a Rugrats special maybe when the factoids one day here on the show. Anyway, next up on the list is the Brandon Wolfhill. Brandon. Next up on the list is Brandon Wolfhill. You can tell I'm really tired today. This is Don't Leave. On the Ritchie J Show, only on.
I don't love you anymore.
Why do you make me feel like I'm alone? My mind. Where'd you go when I need you the most? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go when I need you the most? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I hope your soul is roaming. It's hard that you ain't living. I hate that you were sailing. Crash your car, now you just drowning. I visited your grave. I wish you would've stayed. I dream, but I'm awake. I wish you would've fucking stayed. It's hard to even breathe. I know it's not just me. Thanks for giving me some great memories. Why didn't you call when you felt so alone? Felt so alone. Wish that you called, but I know that you won't. Wish you would call when you hurt me most. Life ain't a joke when the new jokes are cold. New jokes are cold. Life's so damn hard when you hitting the smoke. Hitting the smoke. Why didn't you call when you felt so alone? Felt so alone. Where'd you go when I needed you the most? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go when I needed you the most? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Make my pain forget. Live life with no regret. I'll do my fucking best, but your actions caused effect. Remember things you said, the peace it gave my head. Wisdom at its best. Pray for you, but please just rest. The world will keep on moving. Promise I'll keep pushing. Watch me, I'll be different. Living life by every second. Why do you make me feel like I'm alone? Why do you make me feel like I'm alone? My mind was lost, but I know I was home. Where'd you go when I needed you the most? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go when I needed you the most? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Don't Leave Me by Brandon Wolfhill. Again, I've got to apologise there. There was a bit of naughty language in that one. Yeah, you know, so yeah, my apologies for that one. Anyway, swiftly moving on. We're talking about the 34 adult jokes dropped into kids' films, you know, one extreme straight into the other. That's what we're all about here. And number 8, when Bambi's pals get Twitter patted, we get a lesson in sex education. One touch from a female and blood races through the male's body, leaving him as stiff as a board with the skunk. Then thumper, a subtle signal from the female, and yeah, he's all from thump, 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 thump to like passed out. It's like a rap song, that, isn't it? You know, pass out. Anyway, and number 7, as Inside Out, as a truck rumbles past Riley's room. What was that? Was that? What was it? A bear. It's a bear. There's no bears in San Francisco. I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear. Yep. If you live in San Francisco, you probably immediately got what the writers were talking about. Yeah, I'll leave that one for you to sort of figure out yourself there at home. Number 6, there's an erectile dysfunction joke in Space Jam. Are there any other areas beside basketball where you find yourself unable to perform, is the classic line. And then at number 5, from one of my other DC favourite cartoon shows from way back in the early 2000s, I remember watching this while I was still a school child. Justice League, flashbacks about being the fastest man alive. Hawkgirl responds, which might explain why you can't get a date. Boom-bum-tss. Anyway, we've got some more of those coming up very, very shortly after She's 17 and Beautiful.
Why do you always try to take away my every right? Where were you when I needed you? Where were you? No.
Never
wasted all my time instead. But these mistakes are inevitable, they'll just happen again. 'Cause I was loving you then, and I'm still loving you now. I wish we could be friends, but I just wouldn't know how. 'Cause I was loving you then, and I'm still loving you now. I wish we could be friends, but I just wouldn't know how. So I'll put up with the distress and the agitation, and learn to handle my pent-up frustrations. I'd rather stay awake 'cause I'll never get over your charm. Maybe I can't do that forever, but it's been working so far. I was in love with you then, I'm still in love with you now. These feelings are a dead end, I should just move out of town. 'Cause I was loving you then, and I'm still loving you now. I wish we could be friends, but I just wouldn't know how. Cause I was loving you then, and I'm still loving you now. I wish we could be friends, but I just wouldn't know how. Cause I was loving you then, and I'm still loving you now. I wish we could be friends, but I just wouldn't know how. I was loving you
That one there was Mahogany Purple and Still Loving You. Before that was G17 and Beautiful. Welcome back to the Ritchie J Show here on Smile Radio. Funniest thing happened, that's why we had to do a double play just then. I turned around and my little boy's all sat on the sofa. He was watching telly 1 minute and then the next minute I turn around and he's like zoned out asleep on the sofa, all sat up with the blanket wrapped around him. It was pretty funny. So, yeah, I had to go obviously lay him down, get a photo to send to his mum, you know, all the usual parenting stuff. And yeah, he's now laid down, passed out on the sofa. That's how entertaining my show is to my child. I love it. Anyway, we've got 5 more of those Crackdoid Factoids to go, and we've only got 15 minutes left of the show. And there's a little rap before you know it. It would rap, rippity, robbity. Not because I'm probably likely to slip a word out that I shouldn't probably use on radio anyway. So yeah, we're reading out the 34 adult jokes dropped into kids' films, TV, and apparently video game franchises, because there was a video game one in there. So yeah. We've got down to the final 5, we've got down to the final 4 because we read the Justice League one. In Steven Universe, when Greg talks about cleaning out the storage garage, Amethyst offhandedly mentions that she has seen his junk before. Boom. Number 3, in The Cat in the Hat, is briefly disappointed by his gardening tool. He calls it a dirty hoe, but immediately apologises to it. Aww. And at number 2, it's being a little bit iffy again with me. Bear with me. I'll have to do the final 2 maybe after the next song. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, if don't go anywhere, because coming up after me at 3 o'clock is the All Request Hour here at Smile Radio. And then at 4 o'clock you've got Rich Harrison on the drive time. So yeah, stay tuned to Smile Radio. Lots of great stuff coming out throughout the day. Here we go. At number 2, in Ratatouille, when Linguini is trying to tell Colette his secret, he says he has a tiny little, and then she looks down and he says, tiny chef. Ba-dum-bumts. And for number 1, it actually comes from the film Robots, a film that I haven't actually thought about or heard of in quite a while. The Copper Bottoms receive a ready-to-assemble robot baby. Herb just missed it, assures him that making the baby is the fun part. There we go. There's our 34 crude adult jokes slipped into kids' films and family films and TV franchises and such. This After Me today is my final show of the week on the afternoon. Tomorrow you'll get a bit of the Unsigned playlist. And then don't forget, tomorrow night you've got TC Talks on Smile Radio, live in the studio, taking your questions on Facebook Live. So yeah, tune in for more great stuff. Anyway, next up on the list is Margaux, Simone and Mulholland.
Sur les routes sinueuses, j'ai eu des allures dangereuses. Le soleil se levait sur les collines oranges. Le nom était beau et étrange. Mes lèvres étaient rouges, mes poudres étaient bleues dans le jour sombre et lumineux. Chaque fois que j'ouvre les yeux, j'ai d'autres sentiers à descendre. Hollywood a des ciels en feu, je prends les choses que je peux prendre. Et je me fais des films et je me fais des toiles, des caresses un peu brutales. Dans les matins doux, dans les lueurs moites, les violences sont si délicates. Chaque fois que j'ouvre les yeux, j'ai d'autres sentiers à descendre. Hollywood a des ciels en feu, je prends les choses que je peux prendre. Je me penche à la fenêtre, la fin restera ouverte. Rien n'a de sens et je m'en fiche, comme dans un film de David Lynch. Comme dans un film de David Lynch. Il y a des jours exquis, des fièvres et des cadavres à Mulholland Drive.
Nice little bit of French indie pop there with Margaux, Simone and Mulholland. Welcome to the Ritchie J Show, or should I say you're listening into the final 10 minutes of the Ritchie J Show. Been an absolute pleasure being here for these 3 days this week, and then I'll be back this evening for the midweek mashup with me, James and Johnny for a bit of midweek moaning. a little bit of a mix of music, music to suit the mood, and a little bit of everything else in between. So yeah, keep listening to Smile Radio throughout the day. We've got a couple more songs to go before the show finishes. So I'm going to play the next one before I sign out. This is "Search for Love" by Delicious Ladies, and there was 3 dots next to it. I thought it was somebody else, but there isn't. It's just Delicious Ladies. This is "Search for Love." There you go, that one there was Search for Love by Delicious Ladies and Asino. There we go. A little bit of it's been a proper eclectic mix today here on the Ritchie J Show. We've had a little bit of indie pop, we've had a little bit of I believe that's trance music. I'm really sorry, it's not usually my usual cup of tea, but we've had a bit of everything in there with some rock. We've focused on a little bit of home talent today, which, you know, you should do if you're out and about this weekend. See if there's a local band on near you and check them out, because they could just be as great as the unsigned artists that we're playing here, or they could in fact be one of the great unsigned artists that we've been playing here on Smile Radio. So yeah, always support local music, because that's what we're all about. Anyway, from me, Ritchie J, this is farewell for today. I hope you have a cracking weekend. I will be back this evening for the midweek mashup, and I'll be back for Renegade Rock on Friday nights. But don't you go switching that dial. Request your songs now, www.smileradio.co. It's the Your Request Hour, coming up at 3 o'clock after Racoon, Lagoon and Slow Burner. Good day, goodbye, farewell, have a great one. See you later.
Looking into someone, something you would love to see when you're wailing. Missing is just part of the plan. Remember, you said something about it before. 7 years ago, I don't mind. Afternoon, whispering to no one.